welcome back to the Diabetic Diet Show. Today we're going to make a chicken casserole. Now it's going to be a fast meal because what I did was yesterday I cooked up the chicken breast and the chicken thighs. So at least they're all set, ready to go. It'll be easy and fast. So before I forget though, don't forget to click the subscribe button and hit the bell so when I drop new videos you'll be notified. And for the actual measurements and ingredients and more details about this, go to the website, which is jamestdds.blogspot.com. Let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is spray my bowl with some Pam. That's done. Now some people use just plain olive oil. That never hurts. Olive oil is great. And the first thing I'm going to do is to take some carrots that I have rinsed, and I'm going to throw them into my chopper and on the floor. Now, I want to chop these, but I don't want to make carrot juice out of them. There we go. There's the carrots. Now, next thing I want to do is some celery. Don't get in too much of a hurry, otherwise you forget to put the blade in. It won't chop very well without the blade. And celery doesn't chop very well anyway because it's stringy, so. This is fairly fast and easy. I like to chop them separately. They come out better. Next I have garlic. Take your garlic in a plastic container. Shake it around like this. I don't know if you can see it or not, but all the paper is coming off the little cloves. Throw those in there. Onions. And of course everyone knows this is a nice way to chop up your onions so that your eyes are nowhere near the onions. And your eyes don't water. Carrots, onions, celery, in the bottom of the bowl. Now, the next thing you want to do is to open a can of potatoes and cream of mushroom soup. Here is the chicken. Spray it with olive oil, and I also like to spray it with Pam. Although I am using a ceramic pan, but it doesn't hurt. There's 3, and 1 more, makes 4. So I usually make 2 per person. There's 2 of us eating. So let's just go ahead and turn that on, and we'll just start to brown them up just a little bit. Medium heat, always. Always, always medium heat. Okay, now and what's nice is I can work on this. This is my new concrete countertop. I have a little pan here to drain the juice off in. Put the potatoes in, then use the lid, cut up the potatoes, now chicken, just kind of turn it over. Next, cream of mushroom soup. There we go. That's all set. Mushrooms. You bring them home, you put them in a paper bag. Take them out of that plastic container right away when you bring them home. Don't wash them. They'll get mushy. Okay. These are all browned up. I cooked these in the new wave oven. I air fried them. I cook them until they're 170 degrees, and the actual cooking times and details will vary depending on what oven you're using to cook them in and what size chicken it is. One thing about this new wave oven though, you don't preheat it. You turn it on, you put the food in it, and it cooks and preheats at the same time. I cooked bacon the other day, and in the 20 minutes that I cooked the bacon, this thing here was done in 2/3 of the time of the conventional oven. And the oven I had to preheat to 400, and then let it sit. Now, with what I'm making today, you would normally preheat your oven to 400 degrees. And you would put this in. But I'm going to use the New Wave oven. You can use a conventional oven. You can use an old New Wave, the round one with the glass top. I have one of those. You could probably put it into the microwave if you want, because in all honesty, the chicken's already cooked. You really just have to kind of warm it up. Kind of have to warm everything all up. But you want to leave it in long enough so that it boils. You want the soup, carrots, onions, and all that to achieve a boiling. Okay? So, with that being said, the heat is off. One other trick for you when you're cooking chicken breasts, thighs, you always cook them upside down. So the top part that looks all good, that's what you want to have upside down. Now, just throw a lid on it, put it in the oven. Go to the bake feature. It wants to default to 350. I'm going to go up to 400. I'm also going to take a look at my time. This is defaulted to 25 minutes. That's going to be a good start. We'll let that go. And when it's all done, okay, it's been about 15 minutes that this has been cooking. So right now, it's warming up pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it out. Very carefully. I'm leaving the oven on so that it stays hot. I'm just going to give everything a turn or a toss. Now also, you want to put some thyme in this. You could, at this point, if you want, put in cheese. Take your pick. Parmesan is usually the typical one that people use. You could put in Kobe Jack. You could put mozzarella. I have the Parmesan that I'm going to grate up myself. Here's the cheese for later. I'll throw them back in the refrigerator. Cheese grater or a plain. This particular one here is called a plain. And works really well for garlic too. That's fresh. I could smell it. There you go. There's my cheese. Next ingredient, a stovetop stuffing. It says to take this and use 1 3/4 cups of water. I use chicken broth or beef broth. So much better. Celery. I have to have celery in my stovetop stuffing. It's really the taste that goes good on there. So take your pan and your measuring cup, just like that. Turn on the burner. I turn it all the way to high to get it going. This little burner I have that I use for the show, it cooks really fast. It gets really hot compared to a stove. I have one of those red induction type stoves. You'll see it in some of my future videos. I don't know if you can see over my shoulder, I've mounted a GoPro on the kitchen cabinet. And when I cook on the stove, I'm going to record to give you a zoom on that. So here we go. Celery, once again. Take off the ends, get rid of the bad stuff. Cut up the celery. Place down the center usually first. See how I'm holding my fingers on the side? Some people do the drag and cut. I do the drop and push. Celery is ready for the stovetop stuffing. Need to put butter in. I like to buy these little pre-made half sticks. They're made for most recipes. Call for a half stick. Let that guy go swim in the pool a little bit. Let's let that sit for a while. We'll let it sit. Be right back. Stovetop stuffing is all done. You want to take it off the burner immediately. Take your bag of ingredients. Put it in there. Whisk. All set. You let it sit for a few minutes, and then we'll put the celery on it after. Now the chicken is done, so we'll pull out the chicken. We'll plate that up and see what it looks like. Slippery with these gloves. The other ones I have are the rubber, and I dropped some stuff the other day with them, so I'm a little afraid of them. I was making garlic bread and I put it in the toaster and I pulled it out and they went all over the place. They were flying through the air all over the kitchen, so I'm a little hesitant on that. I like to use the spoon that has the hole in it so that I can control how much of the juice I get. It's kind of a common mistake people make, where they use the other spoon and then they flood things out. Let's see how I want to do this here. That's all set. Celery on top, like here's your chicken with, it's going to be delicious. Give it a try, let me know what you think of it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button and hit the bell so when we drop new videos you get notified. All the ingredients and the measurements are going to be on the website on our blogspot.com. That is jamestdds.blogspot.com. Bye for now.